What's up everyone, Mr. Jeff the Custodian here. You'll want to stick around to the end of this video to see all the bloopers that I have made trying to get this thing started. My goodness. But let's get started. Okay, I am basing today's video off of a comment that was made about the razor blade scraper. And I'm going to cover different areas with this scraper. But the comment was that my razor blade scraper keeps grabbing into my inoleum. Well, that was a red flag right there. Inoleum floors are rubber-based floors, and they're not to be scraped with a razor blade scraper. Where I came from, we had rubber gym floors, so you never want to use a razor blade scraper on any kind of rubber type floor. Floors that you can use a razor blade scraper on would be, like a ceramic floor, a VCT floor, and a, terrazzo cement type floor. You can use these on a dry floor for getting up chewing gum and stuff, but I really recommend that you use maybe a putty knife or something like that for that, because you can damage your wax. Now, using these on stripping floors is an amazing tool to have in your arsenal for stripping floors. Before I move any further, I would just like to say, if you like to help support this channel, you can buy me a coffee. That's not a literal cup of coffee, but it is a way to support this channel, and I get 95% of the proceeds off of that. So if you'd like to help support this channel, I would really appreciate it. So to get back into the razor blade scraper, which I'm going to leave a link in the description below to where you can get this, and the pole that we also use with this, hopefully I can find that as well. But I'm going to take this off right here just for a second. Always keep up with your guard. It's a good thing to have that guard on at all times when you're not using this thing. But this particular scraper right here, it's a flathead screwdriver. The blades are really easy to change in this particular Unger scraper right here, and you can get extra blades for these as well, which you will need. But when we are stripping floors, there's a big thing that gets missed a whole lot, or doesn't get a whole lot of attention, and that is edges on the floor. Your edges set you apart. Scraping those edges set you apart from the amateurs to the professionals, in my opinion. Because when you walk into a building, you can see the buildup on the edges if they have not been properly taken care of. So it's very important to get that buildup wax off, to get that buildup dirt off of your edges when you're stripping floors. So how to use this thing right here is, you make sure those edges are good and wet with a stripper. Now, I'm going to tell you this first. Don't go in there and put stripper on your floor, then go in there and start walking and trying to scrape your edges, because you're going to create a hazardous place to work for yourself. You're going to be sliding and slipping around. So take that slow speed and agitate that stripper and that wax on that floor where you can walk on it a little bit more safely. You still have to be careful, wear the proper shoes and stuff like that. But when you get done agitating that floor, you can take that scraper in there and you start scraping those edges right next to the wall and scrape that. You're going to have to scrape. And you can flip this thing around and scrape it different ways, whichever way it's not digging in. The main thing is don't get too much of a high angle on it. I like a longer pole on my scraper, where I don't have to bend over as far, and I can stand back and I can scrape those edges. And also, when I'm scraping those edges with these razor blade scrapers, if it's getting up against the wall, you can take that and pull it back away from the wall to where you can get it with your machine or your dustpan and broom, in case like we was last week with so much building. But these things right here are a great tool to have, and use them. If you're running a situation where you break the corners off of your blade or whatever, you can flip it over, but you're going to have to change it out. There was, a few times last week when I done it, I had to change one out 3 times in a matter of about 15 minutes because I was really being rough on it and some really hard buildup. So just remember, no linoleum, no rubber floors. Keep that floor wet. If you want to scrape up chewing gum and stuff with it on a wax floor, you're going to have to be, really careful with that. But a really good tool to have. So check it out in the description below. By the way, go out there and clean something. Take out some garbage, vacuum some floors, clean some commodes, bathrooms, whatever you've got to clean. Because you know what? In about 5 minutes, it's going to need cleaning again. Check out these bloopers. It was made last week. Hello, everyone. Mr. And it's about to... Oh, my goodness. Lord, I can't do it today, doggone you, Cletus. And it is the video... Hello everyone, Mr. Jeff the Custodian here. I am basing today's video off of a comment that was made on another video. I can't do it. Buy one of these out and I messed this video up bad. I'm also going to leave a link in the description below. I'm also going to leave a link. No, God. Oh man, this is crazy today. I'm also going to leave, oh God, stop. Whew. I'm also going to leave an affiliated link in the description below where you can buy one of these and also the pole that comes with these scrapers as well. I need to start all over. Hello everyone, Mr. Jeff the Custodian here. I have tried to shoot this video multiple. I can't do that right.